What's up, guys? I'm Alex.
I'm Drew.
We're the Chainsmokers.
This is our Memorial Day weekend Ask Anything Chat. We're doing with Most Requested Live and our pal Romeo.
It's good, Romeo.
We hope everyone's having a nice long weekend.
I am a robot. We are robots.
All right. Dawn from Sarasota asked, how'd you get Day on the new song?
It's funny you asked that. We were hanging by her high school. Just kidding. Dea lives in Pittsburgh, and we were playing a show on our Friend Zone tour, and we heard she was in town and wanted to come to the show. We were obviously fans of her song Hideaway, so we said, hell yeah, come through. And the song with Don't Let Me Down was already more or less done at that point, I think. Drew can tell the story of how that happened in a second. But she heard it and wanted to sing it, and that was it. But maybe you want to tell them how Don't Let Me Down even came about.
Well, we started writing. We bought a guitar, and we're like, this thing's freaking expensive. We got to use it somehow. So we wrote this guitar riff because we were really into this band called Explosions in the Sky, and that guitar riff is the one that you hear in Don't Let Me Down. And then we're like, it would be so super cool if we had this like cool indie guitar vibe meets like a trap record. So we made a trap drop that we thought was pretty catchy, and we had the whole beat, and we were like, this is pretty fresh. So we were hanging out with our songwriter friends, Emily Warren and Scott Harris, and I played it for them in our apartment in New York City, and they were just like, holy fuck, and I don't think I can say that. They were like, oh my God. and we just sat there for a day and wrote the entire top line, and Emily to get home, made it amazing, and then sent it back to us. And
yeah, so that's cool.
Now we had it, yeah.
Now you know how the pop world works.
Shannon from Buffalo.
How do you guys roll every day? Do you have to speak? Oh my God, do I know how to speak English? How do you guys roll every day? Do you have to speak first thing every morning to plan the day, or do you guys just wing it? We have a Google Calendar that kind of lays out more or less what the next year looks like, but we kind of have like more or less a routine now. Like if we're off and we're home, we know that usually the first day back off tour, we kind of just let each other just you do whatever we want. We have errands and people to see and chilling to have, and if it's on the road, then we're just straight robotic with it. Airport, show,
if one
meal.
Thing's wrong in that, we're like Anchorman with a teleprompter. If there's one thing wrong in our itinerary, we fall apart.
Yeah. We also know that if other person's if Drew's not down within 10 minutes, I know that he's not
coming down.
Yeah, he's not coming down.
Yeah.
So then one of us proactively get the person down.
Pulls the other one back.
But we're pretty good about all that stuff.
Right.
Lauren from Ann Arbor says,
what are the most unique differences in your personalities? We're pretty much the same person now.
Yeah. I'm more responsive, but Drew, I think
if you text me, you probably never hear from me. But if you do, it will be hours later, or maybe even days.
But I think it's good because that means I stay on top of more of the day to day, getting the little things organized and stuff done, that's communicating with other artists and getting things out there. And Drew is still in the artistic zone. We keep him there, which is important. And also, we're both drunks now.
Mary from Bowling Green. Sounds like a lovely place.
Was Chainsmokers always your official name, or did it just kind of evolve into kind of defaulted into what you're called? Any other names you had before?
We were just the Smokers, and then we're it's just not enough, so we had to change.
Yeah. Drew was Dan Anconia.
Dan Conia.
Dan Conia.
It's actually a sick reference.
And I was DJ React way back in the day.
Really?
Way back in the day. I mean, that's not on any flyers or anything. That was that's what I called myself.
I saw pictures of him from his yearbook today.
Yeah.
It was lit.
Yeah.
Zozo from DZ, sick name. She said, oh, me. If I were single and met a dope girl who was a fan, would you date her? Yeah, my girlfriend's a fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Yeah, thanks, Zozo.
Hey.
What am I?
We're blowing up our spot.
It's Alex from the Chainsmokers asked Drew, if you were single, would you?
Faith from Los Angeles asks,
do you guys choose to make your concerts 18 and over? I think a lot of that has to do with the promoter, honestly. We don't get a lot of say in that. I mean, obviously, we
more so now, though. I mean, when we were doing clubs, it was pretty much always 21 over.
Sure.
But now we're doing bigger venues, so...
it really just depends on the venue we play at, and a lot of that just goes down to how many tickets we can sell, and if the venue's available on the date that we need it. Obviously, we want as many people there as possible, We want people that are 21 there to have a good time and be able to drink, and we want people that are 18 to have a good time and not feel like they're at some kid's party or something. So we just try our best, I guess. That's kind of it.
Kathy from Spanaway says, "What's your favorite pie?" The answer is pizza pie.
Yeah. I'll stick with that one. That's good.
Darla from Daytona Beach.
Yeah, nice. Just the message.
I just wanted to say Happy Memorial Day weekend to you guys. I love your music. Thanks, Darla. That's so sweet.
I feel like in all the like the American holidays, we leave the country. Like,
yeah,
we finally took off July 4th weekend period just because we wanted to, because we always end up going to these weird places. And of course, like, we got an offer to go to Mexico, which is not a weird place. It's just not America, and we like said no just because it's like that's enough. Like, I wanted to be home. But thank you, Darla.
Diego from Pachuca. Diego from Pachuca. Would you make a collab with a starter producer? Probably not. We're not really trying to collab with other producers. We're really bad at collabs because we are very.
We've only done 2.
Yeah, we've collabed with Tritonal and Tiesto, but we're really not easy to work with. Those 2 collaborations worked out.
I feel like you have to bring something entirely different to the table.
Yeah.
Like a writer and singer brings something, not that Drew can't sing because he will be singing, but just, that's the kind of dynamic you need, that difference. And I think a producer, we're just, just no Diego.
Yeah.
It's just
we're like really like, we're kind of, we've like found this new sound that we're on, and we're trying to just trying to kill that as hard as possible. So.
Yeah. But you should keep producing and seek out other people that want to work with you.
Ford from Aurora says, "How would each of you describe each other if you were in separate rooms and couldn't hear each other's descriptions?" Well, we're actually
should we leave the room? It's like, I'm just gonna leave. You can still see me.
We did this today.
Yeah, I think it's the same. I don't think there'd be like really any surprises.
Yeah.
Like, Drew is like pretty vigilant and on point and opinionated, and I'm like spazzy but on the ball and like goofy, I guess. Like, it's good.
Yeah, I'd say Alex is very organized. He's a terrible speller.
Yes.
He's also may or may not be dyslexic. We can't tell. All we can judge this off of is the fact that he pronounces every important word in a sentence that he uses incorrectly. But you get your point across.
Yeah.
At least I know what you're trying to say.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Cool. Who's Adam Alpert?
Kelly from London asks, "Who's Adam Alpert? Does he have other artists on his record label?"
Adam Alpert's our manager. He was single for a while, so it was fun to hang out with. He's not anymore, so it's probably back to boring Adam. Adam, we just actually had a battle with Adam. He's very, like, I feel like our manager has to body someone every day. If he doesn't, like, body someone, it's, like, a really stressful day for him. The same way, like, I need to get myself off every day. Can you say that on Saturday Night Live? Yeah. So, he does have other artists on his label, too, that are really tight, like Xylo is sick, and Lost Kings are dope, and I think that's it, right? Who else is he on? Jocelyn Ellis.
Oh, yeah.
And Life of Dylan, of course. Love Life of Dylan. So, yeah, it's got a bunch of people.
Jonas from Baltimore says, "When I read about you, they always say EDM DJ duo. Is that a good label, or do you consider yourself something different?" Great question, Jonas. We actually... I don't know. People are gonna put you in whatever genre they need to like get their point across. So I'm definitely not offended when people refer to us as an EDM duo. But I mean, anyone that's paying attention to our music right now can see that it's kind of headed in a different direction. I don't know what that label is, but I don't think EDM is a really good representation of it, because it's not like hard trap. It's not just made for dance. That's basically why.
Yeah. It's tough, too, because, like, someone was like, pop isn't pop music. It's just popular music.
Right.
And I feel like, obviously, we want our music to be heard by as many people as possible. We want everyone to relate to it in a way and have it feel special and personal. And with the EDM, it just feels like you're, like, being pigeonholed into, like...
Right. But same with pop, too. Like, when people say pop, I think of, like, Selena Gomez and like
Fifth Harmony,
and like which are all great artists, but like I feel like that's like made for the radio, and they're like we're getting into the pop world right now, and it's a strange place.
Kanye West, good music, it's good music. Yeah.
Be like Kanye.
Oh, something else, Sean from Jonas from Baltimore. You might be hearing that we're not going to be playing Moonrise Festival because we said we were going to play it, which I thought we were going to play it, but apparently the promoter and our agent had some sort of miscommunication about something, and that turns out we are not playing it, and we are super fucking heartbroken because we love Baltimore and it's an awesome festival and we wish we were on it, but I guess
where's my shirt?
I guess we just got. Am I sitting on it? Is this it?
No, it's over there.
I see it. Because we have nothing but love for Baltimore and we wish we could be there. We even have a shirt that says Baltimore is cool. Oh, chill, sorry.
That's cool.
Anyways,
Jonas.
yeah.
Laura Lee from Nashville says, besides this chat, what else are you guys doing for the holiday weekend?
We're going
to Sweden.
We're going to both places.
We're going to both London and Sweden, and then we're going to Tampa, and then we're going to Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's going to be a really crazy weekend.
Sweden, London, Tampa, Vegas.
Yeah, and then we're also doing a studio session with that girl Charlie who sings on Inside Out, who's our homie, and we're working on like potentially a side project of hers, which we've never done before. So that's cool.
Colleen from Greenville. What up, Colleen? Are there singers you have open invitations out to sing on your stuff that you could tell us about? Yes, we do have open invitations to other people, but no, we cannot tell you about it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be any fun because what if it doesn't happen? What if you guys all get pumped about it? And I don't know.
I feel like it's like there's one interview like with Zane Lowe. It's like Drake on Zane Lowe reveals like what upcoming collaborations he has. You know what I mean? But like if you just say it like anytime, it just like jinxes it. Like, you know, but we have some great stuff. And if you're a good singer, just because you're not famous doesn't mean we won't hear you out. There are all sorts of great singers
pretty
that
much all we work with is like
lesser known, interesting people. Yeah.
Ashley from Mobile. How do you all travel from show to show? You just show up with headphones and a jump drive?
Yeah, kind of.
What's a jump drive?
I guess it's USB.
Okay.
Yeah. But we travel on coach, on American or Delta usually because we have status.
Unless we get upgraded.
Yeah.
We fly first.
We just had a weekend where we had to fly on 2 jets on one day, and we posted as many photos and Snapchats as we could to give the impression that that's something we do often. But V-Man even did an article about the 24 Hours with the Chainsmokers, and it's so misleading because it like looks so glamorous and looks so badass. So it is not like that at all.
3 festivals.
Yeah.
3 DJs. It sounded awesome, but that never happened. So
Ashley, this scene sounds like she might be a hater.
But you just show up with headphones and a drum drive. Sometimes when you play a club, that's like all you need because they have all the production. But when you play a festival, it's really important to us that we have a unique show and we stand out for everybody else on the bill.
True.
And so, like for our Coachella example, we built Mount Turnip, which is like a 25-foot multi-tier staged like LED thing. And we brought out G-Eazy, Tiesto, Walk the Moon, Roses, Dea, and Third Eye Blind, which was lit as fuck. So yeah, but sometimes just USB.
Shane from Milwaukee asked, is like Priyanka Chopra the hottest chick you've ever met? How did you get her to sing for you?
Funny story. We just saw Priyanka this past weekend at the Billboard Awards.
She
is really pretty.
Yeah.
She was trying, basically how that came about, that was the first song we ever put out. Actually, a few people know that. So props to you, Shane, for doing your homework. Yeah. She got signed to Interscope Records about 4 years ago when I was an intern there. And they heard that I was a producer as an intern. They heard some of my stuff. They're like, wow, you're actually really dope. And they sent me a Priyanka Chopra vocal. And I produced it. And they were like, and they heard it. And they're like, well, this is awesome. We got to make some moves. And by that time, I had met Alex. We were with the Chainsmokers. So they were like, do you guys just want to release this featuring her? See how it does. We did. And that's how this song came out.
H from Key Largo asks, I love the selfie song. Do you send selfies or would it seem weird?
Pass.
Yeah. Raylene from Cincinnati asks, who's the most famous person you've ever texted with?
Usher.
Yeah. I think Usher is probably the most famous person we've texted with. Yes.
I'm sure.
Lewis from Toledo asks, do people still get your names confused and do you correct them or do you let it go?
I am called Alex constantly. No one thinks my name is Drew. Like I get called Alex more than I get called Drew.
Yeah, people call me Drew. And I usually, like, depends.
People call you Drew?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
But, like, I usually just don't even fucking care. Like, because I feel bad, like, it depends, like, if it's in what setting it's in. If it's, like, a fan or something, like, I'll say it. But if, like, you're in, like, a weird, like, thing and they're just like, yo, Drew. And I'm just like, it's Alex again. And they're just like, I'm so sorry. And you're just like, so it depends. I'm so lazy. It really just comes down to laziness.
Camilla from Renata says, what are your favorite cities to visit to and venues to perform in? Favorite cities, Sydney, Mykonos, anywhere in Germany that has Wiener Schnitzel, so pretty much every city.
Yeah.
Italy to eat, but yeah, I meant to perform some of those. We had a good show there last
Yeah,
night.
Trevino's dope.
Best cities to perform in are...
I mean, LA is always crazy show.
LA's insane.
So much...
Northwest, like Seattle.
Yeah.
San Francisco, anywhere up there is sick.
Texas, they get crazy.
Texas gets lit. The girls are so hot.
We're just gonna keep naming all these cities. We have a good time. A lot of places.
Anywhere, yeah. Vancouver's beautiful.
One favorite venues, Echo Stage in DC, is just an insane club. And I like Miss Webster Hall. It's unfortunate. I feel like we're not gonna be allowed to play there anymore. But that venue is so fucking fun.
So tight.
Okay.
Leslie from Indianapolis says, will you be doing anything with Steve Aoki anytime soon? The answer is no, we will not, even though we love Steve, and he is responsible for signing our first record, which is a huge moment for us, so shout out to Steve.
Yeah. Big thanks to Big thanks to Romeo says. Big thanks to Romeo for letting us come on to Most Requested Live for the Memorial Day weekend.
We are the Chainsmokers, and again, we love the questions, and we hope everyone has a great, long, safe weekend.
Cool.
And let's just make sure that recorded.